Greetings, Little John here, back at the range. It's been several months actually since I've been here. I've trained a little at home, but not much. So if you're looking for consistent uploads, I guess, well, you realize by now that this ain't the channel for that. I guess I'm not a really consistent guy. But I'm trying to be, at least in my archery techniques and stuff, and I've been working on my release and my eyes, like I've said before, keeping my eyes locked when releasing, and also not taking too long to reach my anchor. And this is especially important with this self bow, and I've been fairly successful, at least with the anchoring not taking too long there. But the reason I'm here today is testing new arrows, and I'll be testing two different types of arrows today, so let's have a look. This is my normal target arrow. As you can see, the color of the fletchings are different. These are natural colored turkey fletchings, and all of them are the same color. No cock feather, and medieval styles instead of the Pope and Young. Self knock like before, and same point, history point, 125 grains. The spine is 45 to 50, and length is 75 centimeters, around 29 inches. Also, I've tried some varnish on the shaft. Not too successful in getting an even coat. The other one you may have seen before. I made one or a couple of them last year to try to lower my gap when shooting long distances. So this is my distance arrow. Self knock, straight fletchings, no cock feather, 100 grain tip, and 45 to 50 spine on this as well. But this is 5/16 and this is 11/32, also shorter, as you can see, 2 inches shorter. I've also tried varnishing it, not too good of a job, so I'm gonna have to sand it and do it again. So I'll be testing this at 30 meters, and I'll start with this at actually closer, and I'll end up at 50 with this one. So let's get into it, as they say. So I've shot these at home a little bit, but shorter distances, no more than 20 meters. And with that bow and my other bow, so, and they looks like they're fine, but I want to test them at 30th, so let's have a look. Maybe I should have started closer. I notice I'm not really used to shooting at 30 yet. Taking too long or aiming too high or stuff like that. That's all of them. Let's see what we got. Two good ones. The rest was all over the place. And that was my technique, definitely. Okay. So, two good ones. Two on the side here, a little nervous. These two I shot like I've been shooting. Meaning not my technique, not my hits, which means I don't linger here and taking my time to my anchor. But what it does mean, I actually release a little bit before anchoring, more instinctively than I'm quite comfortable with, but it does seem to work. Okay, let's see if we can find. Ah, there it is. Right behind here. Let's do a few more rounds. So I notice I'm not really consistent enough to actually test these arrows or any arrows. I haven't shot enough, basically. So, but still I'm gonna continue, if not to test the arrows to improve my shooting. So we have 9, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. All over the place. A little bit better. Not too happy with my technique though. I managed to keep my eyes on the yellow more, but my shoulders and my anchoring is, well, not good. So we have 8, 7, and 3 6s, and 4. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure what to do now. As you can see, I got some really good shots this time, and also a miss. I was shooting faster this time, and shooting faster means less time to think. However, on my way over and before shooting, I was thinking that like I said in the start, that it kind of worked shooting instinctively and not anchoring, meaning this is by definition instinctive shooting, or the type of shooting is not gap, so that kind of instinctive. But what I meant is that I feel when it's time to let go, when my bow is in the right position, when my arm is in the right position, instead of relying on these points. But what I was thinking on my way over was that I cannot do that at 50 meters. I need to know my gap point or my point on mark, and I need to make sure I anchor the same every time, because at 50 meters that's going to be a big difference if not doing that. I mean, that's hit or miss. And I was thinking that even at 30 that it doesn't really work shooting that way. It's always better to do the same thing every time, I guess. That will get you better results. I mean, there's no debating that, I think. However, it did work. So, and I don't think I can switch techniques when going to 50 meters. Can I? I don't know. We'll do a few more shots here, and we'll see. By the end of the video, maybe I have an answer. I hope so. Or maybe I've decided, at least. So that's 10, 9, 9, 8, and 5. Let's see if we find that. Found it. I'm gonna try to place the camera as close to me as I can, so you can see what the hell I'm doing, or what I'm doing wrong. And again, so now I've lost the rhythm, so now I'm going back to the safety of taking too long, which is not good for my bow, which is why I'm doing this, or trying to shoot faster. And also, when I shoot faster, I don't have time to think, and I get some good shots, actually, like the last one. So what's interesting is that my height is pretty good at 30 meters, and I'm not anchoring on any one of them. It's kind of cool, but is it helpful? I mean, I've shot for, I don't know, 6 years now, maybe more, and I've changed several times my technique instead of sticking with one, which I should have done in the first place. But I was new, and I should have just stuck with what I did before I started shooting more seriously. The problem with that was I was hurting my shoulder, so I couldn't. But now I'm second guessing everything, and that does not make me a better shot. It makes me change things. And like I said, consistency is key. I'm not a consistent guy, like I said in the start, in archery or other areas of my life, so I'm not really sure. I'm gonna try really hard on anchoring now, just to see, because I do need to anchor when I move to 50 with the other arrows. I realize now that I've made this video into my technique more than testing the arrows. Let's just call the arrows fine, alright? But I'm gonna do a few more shots. Yeah, I'm gonna do a few more shots. Okay, anchoring now, trying to. Closer to my anchor anyway. Okay, good. I was focusing on that now, meaning everything else was out of my mind. Still not at my anchor, but a good hit. So if I can get closer to my anchor consistently, I think that's better. Nope, not there. It means like I feel my entire body says let go, let go. And again, close but not anchoring. Same there, really good hit, but I was not anchoring. I let go just before. But okay, if I can keep focusing on that on every shot, that makes me kind of consistent anyway. No, pluck the arrow, or pluck the string, because I feel as I move closer and closer to my anchor point that I'm taking too long. my bow is gonna break. I'm not thinking that consciously, but that's instinctively what I'm doing. So we got a few nice shots, but yeah. Let's move on to the other arrows now. Okay, so I'm at, I don't know, 10 meters now. Let's try here. Not sure if you can see that, but it went really like this. I'm not sure if that was the fletching or just that they're too light, or the arrows or the fletchings are too small. Could be my release actually. Okay, so I think it's safe to move back, but the last one and the first one, I'm gonna shoot them again. Okay. I don't think it's the fletching, I think it's my shooting. But this one, it's definitely gonna go to the left again. What? I was not expecting that. Yeah. I actually don't know what happened, because you may see the difference. This is properly aligned. This one is not. But I'm gonna move back just the same and try them again there. Not all the way back, but a few more meters, I think. I'm at 15 meters now. Actually, let's put you here. Maybe you can see the trajectory. So I'm just one step behind the camera now. So that's the last one I shot the first round with these. It did go to the left again. So that actually is better. Weird. Did not. I think I managed to anchor on those two before the last one. No, maybe not. Good shots though, good arrows, which is nice. Those are really good shots, 15 meters. Cool, but I know I did not anchor on the last ones. And this one, yeah, this is where you should have marked your arrows, John, with numbers or something. So let's try that again first. But I'm gonna move back another 5 meters or so. Not 5, maybe 7 or 8 meters back. And now, damn it, now I put all of them in the same place, so I don't know which one was the off one. Maybe that one. Yeah, I'm shooting all over the place, and that's not the arrows, this is me. They wobble quite a bit. I think it's because they're so light. So, one down here and all over the place here. But these last ones I was shooting a little bit faster, not thinking too much. So let go before I anchored. Right, I'm gonna move back all the way to 30 now. So far, I've been just focusing on the yellow, keeping my eyes there, not thinking too much where my arrow point is. So the question is, should I start shooting gap now? Or should I wait till 50 to do that? Actually, I want to try. Let's see what I'm comfortable with when I can get over there. I need to start anchoring so I can get all I can out of these arrows, because I want my gap to be lower at 50, which means if I pull more back, if I pull all the way, which I should do of course, that gap lowers. So maybe my point should be just below the black circle. Skipped off the target boss there. Yeah. So. Yeah, here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Ah. So this is the old one again that went to the left. Let's try it again. I put that here. I'm gonna do that with those two as well. Put them in the same spot in the quiver. The three first arrows were the three that went to the left last time, so this is still a little to the left, so this might be your worry, the one from last year. And this is just me off. Okay, I'm gonna actually move over to the 50-meter target, but I'm gonna step a little forward, so maybe shooting around 40. Okay. So I'm gonna pick that target, not that one, but that one, straight down this path. This is 50 meters, so I'm gonna move closer, maybe here. I think that's around 40. So let's try it there. And usually, but I've been changing bows and arrows, so I've been at 50 up in the sky. So, but let's just try now at top of the target at 40 meters. So my point will be on top of the target there. Now I need to start anchoring properly, if I weren't before, which I weren't. And I'm still not anchoring properly, but I think still it's too low. I'm gonna find a spot in the woods there and try anchoring on that. Okay, that's too high. And now it's really close to my anchor now. Okay, so that's slightly above the target. On that last one, I just kept my eyes where I should until the target hit, which is what I should do all the time. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can find the last one. I think I see it. No, I don't. So it must be in front. Okay, I need to save some batteries, so I'm gonna go look for it. All the way back to 50 meters now, shooting at, yeah, the same target. Okay, couldn't quite see where it hit, maybe lower blue, but so I'm back to aiming where I've been aiming pretty much all the time, but that was with my other bow. This is weaker, so making these arrows have not made me lower my gap, but it made me not increase my gap when changing from the other bow to this one. It looks like, by now anyway. So I'm gonna try one more, or the last one, at that same spot. So what happened on that last one was that I moved my eyes a little to the left because I was noticing that my hits were coming right. Probably because of wind. It could be because my gap point wasn't aligned with the yellow. Maybe it was a little to the right. But anyway, when I was changing it, I also changed my technique for some reason. So instead of anchoring and letting go like I tried to do on the others, I shoot faster and then kind of pull some extra, and you get some kind of extra snap to it, and then it went higher. If I could do that consistently, that would be great, because then I would get my gap lower again, but I can't. Okay, so that's the first miss, and so it went over. Oh, there it is. So great, I still have all my arrows. Okay, so 4 hits, and as you can see, that's when I started changing. I could go a little lower on my gap, but now I found the point on my finger. My point should be like this. So I find a point when I reach out my hand, find a point in the horizon, look at that point, and when I draw back, my arrow point should be at the same place. We glued these last night, I mean in the middle of the night, but 2:30, 3 a.m. And I used super glue, the same as my fletchings, instead of epoxy. I don't think they made a difference because I lose them as well. But what's bothering me is that I didn't bring my arrow removal kit, which I did think of bringing. That might have get me that point back. I should note that after gluing 3 points, I remembered that, oh, I have some sandpaper here. I might as well try to clean the points off before I glue them, which I didn't on the first ones, and I think that's the result of that, because you can see all the glue is left on the arrow. Okay, I'm gonna do 5 shots then, again, to see if I can find the gap again and shoot consistently at that gap. So let's do that. Five hits with 5 arrows. This one might have been a miss on a straw boss because it's, you know, circular. I'm not sure how far that... Actually, I think that might be a miss, yeah. Okay, so I've tested the arrows. I found my gap point, so the arrows work, and I know where to aim at 50 meters now with these arrows and that bow. Yeah, I know where I should be. But I'm gonna do one or two more just for fun. And so I placed the camera now at 40 meters. I'm gonna move back to the baseline. Yeah, whatever, that line. There's mosquitoes now. So I'm gonna, yeah, you can enjoy from here. See you in a bit. So 5 hits again, but once again a really high right one. And now I should, like I said, I should be marking my arrows because now I would know if that was the same one. I don't think it was, or it might be a coincidence. So I'm gonna do one more round and see. Three out of 5 now, which means I have to practice more. So the GoPro stopped working at one point, and what I did afterwards was I shot those distance arrows, and then I tried with these just to see if there's a difference, if I need to bother with those lighter arrows. And it looks like I don't. I can just use these. One thing though, that for some reason these went to the right at 50 meters. I didn't notice that with the lighter ones, which is weird. It should be the other way around if it's the wind. So I did a few rounds. The last one was pretty good. I'll put a picture here. I took one, had one miss. So my point on was at the same height as the lighter ones, but to the left. So that means the same gap height as the lighter ones, but instead of centering it, I moved it to the left, above the left corner. So what does that mean? Can I still use these arrows? Should I use the lighter ones at 50 meters? I don't know what it means. Maybe more testing. That's what it means. Also wanted to test the bow at 50 meters, as I said in a short I did a long time ago. And it did really well on 50 meters. I thought it would be too light, but it performs just as well as my 52 pounder. And this is around 40, but a different kind of bow. So that's no problem. The problem is, well, me, of course, and the arrows. I'm not sure which to choose yet. So yeah, like I said, maybe more testing. But now I have to go. So that's it for now. No conclusion as of such. But for now, toodles.